Welcome to the Be Mindful podcast. If you're new here, my name is Rachel Torrio. I'm a hypnotherapist and a certified life and success coach with an emphasis on mindset and manifestation. The intention of this podcast is to help you become mindfully aware of how you think, what you speak, and what you believe, because who you are from within is what you will attract from the out. Let the transformation begin. Hi, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Be Mindful podcast. On today's episode, we're going to be focusing on manifestation, one of my favorite topics, but we're going to focus on one manifestation technique, which is visualization. So there are so many different techniques when it comes to manifesting, but this is one of my favorites. So I want to share that with you today. And before we get started, if you are new here or you're not, I want to remind you that I have a free monthly manifestation guide. So check my show notes and you can download that for free. I created this guide specifically so you can work on your goals and stay on track every single month. So the purpose of this is so that you can recognize your current beliefs and your habits and your emotions that is really driving how you feel and respond to the world every single day. So if you need some guidance, you need some structure, I highly recommend downloading this and just using it every single month. That way you stay on track. And with that, let's go ahead and get started with the first tip I want to share with you today. This is a tip that's probably not recommended by many people. I don't hear anyone really sharing this, and I think it's brilliant. I learned this from someone years ago. I honestly do not remember who. It was someone on YouTube. And so when I find them, I would definitely give them credit. But I remember them sharing to watch people on like YouTube, for example. And today you can utilize also TikTok or Instagram Reels. Now, it probably sounds weird saying watch people, but let me just explain, okay? Visualization is one of the main things that a lot of people actually struggle with. I've heard over and over from my clients and other people and friends tell me that how can I visualize something when I have no idea what I want or what to expect. And a great way is utilizing YouTube and TikTok and Instagram Reels. And the reason why is because so many people share their life online. And if there's someone that inspires you, and let's say they have the type of lifestyle you dream of having, watching their like YouTube videos or wherever they post can be the way that you can start practicing visualization. So for example, I want to use Jaclyn Hill as a great representation of the lifestyle I'm kind of looking for. I obviously don't know her life to a T. I don't follow her to a T, but she's someone who has worked so hard and came from basically, I'm pretty sure she shared that she was living on cup of noodles with her ex back in the day and just, really struggling and like not eating nutritious food. And that's why she was so skinny. And now she's living a lifestyle with her husband, the love of her life. And she's able to afford like these designer bags and just live this very luxurious lifestyle. I obviously don't know what her day-to-day is like. I don't know what her habits are like, but I do dream of having a lifestyle very similar to her. I want to comfortably be able to buy luxury brands if I want to. Just walk and be like, I want this today. And I remember she even shared that she shopped at Lululemon recently and she spent, I think, $500. Now, I understand for some people, they don't want to spend that much on clothes. They think that's ridiculous, and that's fine, okay? For me, I want to be able to spend that much and kind of just be like, I still got lots of money in my bank account. I don't need to feel guilty for spending this much, right? I want that lifestyle. That's me. And if you don't want that, that's okay. That's totally fine. Everyone's completely different. But this is just an example, okay? So what I can do if I want to practice visualizing a specific lifestyle, I can use Jaclyn Hill. Using the Lululemon example, I can envision myself going into Lululemon, purchasing that stuff. Like that's a normal for me. And this is what I mean by like utilizing Instagram and social media to be able to look at other people, be inspired, and look at ourselves and be like, wow, I can do that too. And what's really cool about this is that you can do this every single day. I love visualization because it's a very powerful tool. And the reason why it's so powerful is because our mind does not know the difference of reality and a thought. So if you are thinking of something so often and you are stepping into those emotions of it, your mind is going to think, oh, this is real. Like this is actually my life. So this is why I love visualization, because you're actually teaching your brain like, hey, this is my life. This is me. This is the lifestyle I desire. And the more often you think about those things and you step into those emotions and the more you visualize it, you're more than likely to take action to create that lifestyle, because you're starting to believe like this is possible for you. So that's one way you could start practicing visualization so you can manifest, especially if you're someone who kind of struggles with thinking of what it would look like what would your life look like and what would that goal look like once you reach it. Try to look up someone that maybe is living that lifestyle. There's so many influencers that vlog their life, and especially TikTok. A lot of people do day in the life of X, Y, and Z. Look that up. See if that's something that you could see yourself doing, and then start taking time every single day, even if it's for just a minute. You can put a timer for yourself. It's only just a minute, right? You can set time for this just as you do scrolling through social media. The second way you can start visualizing is creating a vision board. This is so fun, especially when you do it with your friends and loved ones. I highly recommend it. So before this year started, I actually was texting one of my good friends, Christine, and I was telling her like, we should do a vision board party. I was like sending her inspo, and I didn't have really the space to do that. So she took the initiative and basically created this really fun, cute manifestation party to create vision boards all together. And I was there, my husband was there, even her kids created some, and a few of their friends came. And it was just such a fun, small, intimate moment where we can share our goals together. If you've never created a vision board, I just want you to know it doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't have to focus on just like one thing. And for us, we did it for 2024, but you can also focus on like future goals. It doesn't have to be specifically for 2024. And you can find images literally anywhere. So you can find images on Pinterest. You can go on Google. You can look anywhere. There's like kind of no excuse to not find pictures for your vision board. And then you can print them. And if you can't print them, you can even make a digital vision board, which is pretty cool. You can literally do it on like a Google Doc. You can do it on your phone. And I know that you can do it on your phone because there are so many different apps to create things now. Like there's so much access for us to create a vision board. If you want to create a vision board, what you'll do, again, every single day, set time to look at your vision board. Whether that's every morning or every night, just take time to look at those things, because especially during the times where you are feeling unmotivated, you are feeling down and you just like don't want to do the work, or you're just feeling lazy, or you feel like you can't do it, like you're doubting yourself, look at your vision board. I want you to use your vision board as a way to remind yourself that this is what's possible for me. This is what I desire. Your desires are not there for no reason. You have them for a reason. They're meant for you. And just because other people have achieved it and you haven't yet doesn't mean you're not capable, okay? We're not here to doubt ourselves. We're not here to put ourselves down in general. Like, I know those moments come in waves, but we need to learn how to shift out of that and recognize that we are so powerful, we are so capable, and that vision board is going to be a reminder every single day to step into those emotions, to step into that abundance mindset and remind yourself that you are going to make it happen. I was actually going to give you guys 3 tips today, but I'm going to give you 4. So the third one I want to give you is scripting. This is a beautiful way of practicing visualization. So if you are a journal person, you love to write things down, practice scripting. There's so many ways that you can do this when it comes to scripting, but one of my favorites is writing down what you are doing once you accomplish your goal. Like, what are the emotions? Like, get into detail. What do you see? What do you hear? How do you feel? That's how you can script it. So, for example, what I have been manifesting and is literally happening this year is my dream wedding. It's happening this July. I am so excited. I can't even believe it. Sometimes it feels unreal because a few years ago, I was kind of struggling with the thought of like it not being even possible, to be completely honest. For example, if I want to script about this, I can just write down exactly what happens that day. Like, what do I envision in my dress, right? I'm getting my dress soon. Super excited about that. I'm literally my dream dress. Like, it's really crazy because, like I said, it feels unbelievable, but it's happening. And so, writing down, like, what happens that day. Obviously, I don't know what's going to happen, but I can talk about like the moments of getting ready with my bridesmaids, the moments getting ready with like my mom, my mother-in-law, and like our hair, and like taking pictures with all my family and friends, like really stepping to those emotions while you're scripting. I don't know if you've noticed, I've been saying over and over, stepping into those emotions. That is a key thing here. In order for us to manifest anything, we can't just like visualize it. Like that's not enough work. And obviously just visualizing and just focusing on the emotions is not enough either, but that's where it all starts. That's where it stems. It starts from within. And that's how we're able to show up in this world, because we are training our mind to create positive beliefs. We're stepping into the emotions of abundance, gratitude, excitement. That is how you're going to change your life. So if you decide to do the first tip with using YouTube to help you visualize, again, step into those emotions. And if you use the second tip with your vision board, again, stepping into those emotions of like excitement, gratitude. Honestly, I know myself, like when I manifest my dream home, my first home, I know I'm gonna be crying. So sometimes when I think about it, I start crying because it's like tears of joy. And then again with scripting, stepping to those emotions, like get excited as if you're writing to your past self. Like that's a powerful way to do it. Writing to your past self, like this is what happened today. And I'm so happy and so grateful. And for the fourth tip for practicing visualization is meditation. Meditation is such an easy way. There's so many, again, on YouTube that you can find. There's probably people on TikTok as well that do meditations, like visualization specifically. I really, really recommend those because you don't really have to think or do anything. You just play it and then they guide you into a visualization. In any of these tips of visualization that I shared with you today, just remember to step into those feelings of gratitude as well, because gratitude is the highest frequency. When you measure frequency, the highest is love, and gratitude is right there with it. We must be grateful for right now. We must be grateful for what we have. We have all the resources we need to manifest what we want. And the hardest part is just having patience and knowing that we're not going to know the how all the time. And it's okay if you have no idea where to start. It's just starting. Especially if you're like in your late teens and early 20s, mid 20s, feeling like you're so behind in life. Like you're not. The older I get, I start to realize that I'm exactly where I need to be. Like, why do I need to rush? Right? I obviously want to stay consistent and I want to show up as much as possible and find a good balance. But I think that's the one thing that I'm going to be doing the rest of my life is finding that balance as best as I can, because regardless, I'm not perfect and neither are you. So I hope that listening to this episode kind of just got you excited to do a very simple, fun technique for you to manifest the things that you want. Like I mentioned earlier, our mind does not know the difference between reality and our thoughts. So if you are practicing this every single day, you're creating it as a habit. That is what makes this so powerful. You are creating these new neural pathways in your mind. Of course, experiment with different methods, but really hone in on one that really works for you. If this doesn't work for you, that's fine. I got you. There's many other ways. Regardless, we have to do the inner work. And when we do the inner work, that's how it creates the behaviors and creates the results that we share with the world. And remember, trust the process, stay positive, and be open to just receiving the wildest things, because your dreams and all that you want, everything that is possible It's limitless. And that is the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you have any topic requests, leave a comment below, message me on Instagram or TikTok. And of course, as always, don't forget to be mindful, because who you are from within will attract from the out. See you in the next episode. Bye.